If your life feels a little off, there's a reason. That reason is because you are not present. You might be thinking too far in the future. You might be remembering the past, and you're not living in today. You're like, whoa, Berto, you're coming for me. Well, I'm here to say that I've done the same thing. When I start thinking about the success that the Lord has shown me in my vision, about like having my wife be a stay-at-home mom, being financially free, being able to create a program for visionaries, and all these things that the Lord has shown me, when I think about it, I get discouraged because I'm not living in that reality. Do you feel the same way? Also, remembering the past. Remembering maybe I should have done this. Why was I wasting my time doing this? Why was I doing that? And get discouraged and say I could have been this so far ahead if I would have done this and I would have done that. And I think it's just a ploy from the enemy. I think it also could be ourselves, the flesh. We're not living in the spirit. And we always have to go back to the word. And what does the word say about this subject, about being present? Well, Jesus himself said, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has enough worry of its own. It's just a reminder to be present. And I believe in some, I don't know the history of the word actual present, but I like to think of it as a kid would. And we get so happy when we see a present for our birthday. We get so happy when we see a present for Christmas or a gift that say, hey, congratulations on this. And we open up the present and we get so happy. Are we as happy when we open up our eyes and look at it as we're living in the present? God has given me this day. Let me enjoy every single second. Lately, I've been feeling immense joy when I don't think about the future, when I don't remember about the past. I look at my wife and think, man, I remember the days where I used to pray for a wife. I would say, God, I hope that my wife has a great day. I didn't even have a girlfriend at the time. And now I'm looking at my wife and we're about to be 3 years married. When you are so caught up on things that are distracting you, you're like, man, these days are going by fast and these weeks and months are going, it's already 3 years that we're about to be married. And then you forget that you're living in the answered prayer. You're thinking, you're praying to God and say, God, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for whatever's in the future. In reality, he already answers some prayers and you're living in them. You're living in the answered prayers. And it really shook me because every morning I pray to God and I say, God, I know that you're going to exceed my expectations, because you said that in Ephesians 3:20, that you would exceed our expectations above anything we could ask or think. And when I say that prayer, I'm thinking about something in the future. When in reality, he exceeded my expectations and I'm living in it. Are you aware of the blessings that you're currently living in? Are you aware that you are living in an answered prayer? The joy starts to come in. That unexplainable peace starts to come in. We're reminded in Philippians where it says, do not worry, instead pray about everything. And the peace that surpasses all understanding will be bestowed upon you. So today I want to leave you with the reminder to not think about the future. Do not remember about the past. And see the blessing that you are living in now in the future. In the present. You are living in a blessing right now. We have assignments today. Yeah, we have the big picture, the vision, the whole purpose of our life. If you don't know it, seek God for that. But there's certain things that we can do today to plant the seed today. The best time to plant a tree is 25 years ago. So what seeds are we planting today so that way we can see that tree grow in 25 years? We don't have tomorrow. Yesterday already passed. Are we appreciating the loved ones that are around us? Are we appreciating the friends that are around us, the job that we have? Yeah, it's not the job that we want, but it's the job that we have. And there's opportunities in this job that we're looking over. We're learning skills in this job that we have now. We're missing out that God has us in this season to grow us. We need the fire so that way we can come out more pure. I always believe this, that I saw this in a quote somewhere, that we might be the only Bible that someone reads. To slow that down, it just means that how we act, how we treat others, how we love others, the things that we say and we don't say, is really preaching. When you are distracted with your phone and you have your answered prayer right next to you, the thing I can think about is my wife. Having conversations with my wife, laughing with my wife. I'm in the Bible study with my family, and some of my friends come even too. And if I'm thinking about, man, I need to get this YouTube video out, I need to do this content thing. But in reality, I have a table full of people that I love so dearly, and we're reading the Word. That's what I mean by being present. When you slow it down, hey, I'm able to drive this car. Why am I being distracted by, yes, there's so many kingdom artists out there that are giving out heat. But you ever thought about just turning off the radio and being present, saying, wow, I can actually drive a car? Some of you still need that. I was kidding. But you have gas in your car. Take that time to pray. Take the time to slow it down and say, God, I want to hear you. We can be so distracted with this fast life. And I don't want us to miss the picture. You think Jesus, when he was at the well with the Samaritan woman, you think he was thinking about the future of him being on the cross? No, he was in that moment. He was with that woman, and he was there. He was there for her. He was there to answer the questions, and he was there to be an answered prayer. Also, Jesus going to go heal Jairus' daughter. He was stopped by the woman with the bleeding issue for 12 years. If he was so focused on healing Jairus' daughter, he would have told the woman to stop. I have a mission to go to. No, he was present. He knew there was a need now. So, I'm encouraging you. Look around you. Look at the answered prayer that you're living in. But also, look at the many assignments that we have in that day. God sent you into that job to have those conversations. He made you go to the grocery store to then see that you need to help someone out with groceries, or he made you have a phone that's dead so that way you can actually have a conversation with your family and your friends. He gave that specific time in the day where you're like, oh man, I need to do something. When in reality, he just wanted to speak with you. He just wanted you to slow it down and say, Father, I'm here to speak with you. I want to spend time with you. Don't be distracted. Easy to say, hard to do. We can be present when we focus on Jesus. We can be present when we're not thinking about the future. We can be present when we're not remembering about the past. And we can be present when we're slowing things down. Why are you in a rush? I was talking about this with my wife. There's so much patterns in the Bible. Abraham waiting 25 years, Moses waiting 40 years, Jesus 40 days in the wilderness, Joseph waiting 12 to 18 years to get to to the second in command. Like, we see that things just take time. Don't compare. Take it slow. Take it slow. Relax. Yeah, but I've been taught that time is money, and if I don't work, and if I don't do this, and if I don't do that, life is just gonna pass me by. Are you aware that Jesus says, or in the Bible says that the Lord will restore all the years that the evil locust has eaten? All those years that you think, man, like I had those thoughts where like, man, if I would have done this when I was 18, if I would have stayed consistent on YouTube since I was 18 when I started, I would be having 1 million subscribers or this or 1 million to that. I'm sure you think about that, man. If I would have just not wasted my life doing this or doing that and hanging out with these people and, man, in that relationship, we don't live in the what ifs. We live in the today. Today, God's given you that beautiful present that we talked about. How are you going to spend this beautiful day that God has given you? Just say yes to the calls. Say, hey, God, how can I serve you today? How can I be slowing it down today? How can I put you first today? And you are going to experience that joy. You're going to experience that peace. And you are going to say, man, my life is amazing. You're no longer going to say, dang, there's something off. No, you're going to be like, I'm right on time. Because you know that Ecclesiastes says, God makes everything beautiful in its time. There's a time for this and there's a time for that. There's a time for this. I think it's Ecclesiastes 3, I believe. So now that you have that reminder to be present, I want you and I to really live it out and not just talk about it. And that starts with today. Today is the day the Lord has made, so we're going to be glad and rejoice in it. Are you glad that you have today? Are you slowing things down? Well, if the answer is no to any of the questions I just asked, it starts today when your lifestyle change. And you're going to start saying, man, God is so good. And you're going to feel aligned with that purpose that God has given you and that assignment that He has just for you. You're not going to be distracted. You're going to focus on Jesus. You're going to take it one day at a time. Thank you guys so much for staying to this part of this video. It means the world to me. I know it was a bit weird. I'm on a walking pad and I'm talking, I'm preaching and doing all this. But thank you really for staying to this part of this video. It means the world to me. If you could think of something that really stood out, comment down below what you thought of. If you could think of someone that could really use this message, that person that you just see living the fast life, they're not present, and they have that anxiousness to them, copy the link, send it to them, say, hey, I was thinking about you, watch this video. However, staying to this part of this video means the world to me. And I really thank you guys for understanding that I was just a bit different on the recording today. I was inspired by the people that walk in the park and they talk, or in the car and they talk, and I was like, why can't I have a message while working out? And this was born. Anyways, thank you so much for seeing this part of this video. It means the world to me. So I just want to say thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.